So as I mentioned, the landfall process of this very severe cyclonic storm has commenced on the coast of Odisha. Landfall is happening between the Dhamra and Balasore coast in Odisha, with wind speeds picking up right now to almost 130 to 140 kilometers per hour, maximum of 155 kilometers per hour. The Met Department has said that this cyclone will cause maximum damage in Dhamra and Chandbali in Bhadrak and Balasore districts. The Odisha government has evacuated 3.54 lakh people in 7 districts of the state to safer locations. The Met Department has predicted that this cyclone will cause a lot of damage because of the high wind speeds. A lot of airports have been closed down. The Bhubaneswar, Rourkela and Jharsuguda airport in Odisha is closed for today. As far as Bengal is concerned, East Midnapore and South 24 Parganas districts will be worsened. The storm is expected to pass through these 2 districts. Already we're seeing an impact of the cyclone in these parts with the wind speeds picking up. Bengal authorities have evacuated over 11 lakh people from coastal regions and from low-lying areas. In view of the weather warning, flight operations at the Kolkata airport has been suspended till 7:45 tonight. The Durgapur airport will also remain closed today.
Actually, the very severe cyclonic storm that that is now over northwest Bay of Bengal, and it is moving at a speed of 15 km per hour in the direction of northwestward. It is about 60 km east from Dhamra and about east-northeast of Balasore. Around it is about 90 km. And apart from that, we are expecting, since it's moving at a speed of 15 km per hour in northwest direction, we are expecting it will reach the coast very near and make landfall process will start during noon hour of today.
Let's get you the situation currently on the ground as the cyclone has made landfall. Suryagni Roy is joining us live from South 24 Parganas district. According to the Met Department, this is one of the districts in Bengal that will face the brunt of the cyclone. Suryagni, I can see behind you that the wind speeds are very, very high. Take us through the situation on the ground currently.
Well, Akshata, before anything, I would just ask my camera person to show you those trees behind us. Those coconut trees which completely define the wind speed right now. We cannot measure the exact wind speed that is that we are facing over here in South 24 Parganas, this Bokhali area, which is the southernmost tip of mainland West Bengal. But we do feel these are strong winds, and these should be hitting something around 90 to 100, if not anything more. Right now, the condition over here is that the raining has stopped, the rainfall has stopped, but the tides are pretty heavy, and so are the winds. We have been we showed our viewers early in the morning how the situation was on the sea coast at Bokhali, but right now it seems a bit better. However, the strong winds are still gusting, and as and when the landfall of the cyclone happens in around Balasore, we will definitely face some effect, or rather after effect, of that particular cyclone in this particular belt of South 24 Parganas. And these are the belts of West Bengal, the coast of West Bengal, which has faced a lot of cyclones in the past couple of years. Back to you, Akshita. Once again, see the winds, the trend we have faced with the winds over here since yesterday is that it decreases at one point, now again it rises, then again it decreases. So this is the trend that we have been observing since the past 24 hours, ever since we have been over here. Back to you, Akshita.
Right, Suryagni, stay safe out there. In most of these cyclonic storms, it's the high-speed winds that really cause the maximum damage. We'll keep coming across to you also. I want to take this across now to a report by Indrajit Kundu. He is joining us from Kolkata. Here's the situation in the city.
The authorities in Kolkata have begun operations. As you can see, there are several branches, trees that have already been uprooted overnight due to gusty winds and rain. And the Kolkata Municipal Corporation personnel are already out on the street clearing the debris so that there is no roadblock right now. And not just personnel, machines like these have also been placed in Kolkata. They are being used so that the personnel can reach up to higher branches and cut them in case they are dangling precariously. So this is happening even as Cyclone Yaas approaches the coastline of Odisha and West Bengal, and we can see overcast conditions out here. And the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, personnel are already, out on the streets trying to clear the debris and also cut these branches of trees which may have blocked the road, because this is, of course, learning from the kind of experience that we've had last year after Cyclone Amphan, because huge trees fell off after getting uprooted due to Cyclone Amphan last year, blocking roads. And even after the cyclone, in the aftermath, what we saw was that for several days, several important roads in Kolkata had remained blocked due to the cyclone and due to uprooting of trees. But this time, the authorities are making sure that no such situation arises, and there is clear movement of vehicular traffic in case of emergency, especially the fire services and medical services, vehicles which move through the city, because it's a lockdown right now. General public are not on the street. At least there is no blockage of vehicular traffic. That is being ensured. With camera person Probir Biswas, Indrajit for India Today in Kolkata.
Now, we are tracking the impact of the cyclone. According to the Met Department, 2 districts, as Dhamra and Balasore, are going to be facing the brunt of the cyclone. Kamaljeet Sandhu filed this report for us about 30 minutes ago, where she shows us exactly how bad the situation is as the eye of the storm reached the coast of Odisha.
Things have been very unpredictable here, and as the cyclone is extremely severe, behind me are high tides going up to 10 feet. The water almost reaching the top. So this is how things stand as of now. Strong gusty winds at the rate of 130 kilometers per hour. Difficult to even stand here. But if I show you around, some of the people are out here. These are local residents who've not seen much of action in several days, but out here taking cyclone selfies. But this could be potentially dangerous. Announcements have been made throughout the day yesterday for all these villages not to venture out. But yes, it's time where things have to be under control. The state government as well as the NDRF, the Navy, all have been on standby. Several villages near the coastal areas have been evacuated. Cyclone Yaas has knocked on the doors of Balasore, and now this city is prepared to take on this particular cyclone. Prayers for the city as well as the other coastal areas of Odisha and West Bengal. But the preparations are here being done with evacuation. Yes, the concern is more regarding the hospitals and regarding the ICU beds and oxygen. But even there, most of them have told us that preparations are being done with several days of backup being done so that there is non-stop supply of electricity in those particular departments where it is extremely essential. Where we are, there is no electricity in the last 24 hours or so, and this is how things really stand in Balasore.
Now, the landfall of Cyclone Yaas is underway, and we are seeing that there's already been massive preparations on the ground for this very severe cyclonic storm. The Indian Army's Eastern Command is also on standby for the rescue and relief operations. A total of 17 integrated cyclone relief columns comprising of specialized personnel with also the equipment needed and inflatable boats have been deployed. Columns have been pre-positioned at Purulia, West Midnapur, Howrah, Hooghly and other districts in Bengal. 9 cyclone relief columns have also been kept on standby at Kolkata for redeployment as necessary across West Bengal and to be able to go there in short notice. 4 naval ships are on standby with humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, diving and medical teams to render assistance. INS Chilka at Khurda has stepped up and made all necessary arrangements to coordinate the rescue and relief operations in close liaison with the state government.